Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are attending Comic-Con Liverpool. Now at this point this was the first ever Comic-Con that I had been to. In fact it was only my second time I want to say in Liverpool. It was held at the arena on the docks and yeah, I did not really know what to expect. I was vaguely really excited to try and see like Artist Alley stuff, like independent artists and stuff, because I used to go on say Etsy and pick up a whole bunch of cute prints and pins and stuff. I feel like recently it's a lot harder to try and find those artists on Etsy compared to how it used to be, so I was really hoping to try and find stands like that today. So the first place we went into as part of the con was, I can't remember exactly what they called it, but it was the like big open room where there was a lot of stands in it with people selling stuff. And initially when I went in, I had no idea what to really expect. I'd seen like some pictures of say MCM London, but I'd not seen many of other MCMs such as Liverpool. I noticed there seemed to be a lot of selling of other stuff. It wasn't necessarily homemade stuff, or at least anything that they might have created themselves, and I found it really hard, especially, and at the beginning I did not realize that this was much of a thing. It didn't even cross my mind potentially that there would be a lot of people buying stuff from elsewhere and then selling it on here. Yes, I understand now my naivety. So I went in all excited and seeing cute things, and I bought things and then started going around and realized that I was seeing like the same thing at more than one stand. And it wasn't even like a similar thing, it was the same thing. Annoyingly though, slightly at different prices, and that did make me a bit sad, kinda. Not, obviously, don't get me wrong, it was not every stand at all in the slightest. I'm not suggesting all stands were doing this, but because there were some, it made it a lot more difficult to pick out the ones that were more genuine. How would I be able to tell as a naive attendee who has no idea what they're doing and is a bit shit? There were some stands obviously that weren't, but I was a bit bummed out at this point. I was picking up a few bits, but like I wasn't rushing to like, oh my god, that looks amazing. And I think like it was when I noticed that some of the stands as well had like multiple art styles on them. Like they'd have pin badges and there were so many different art styles. It's like, that feels a bit weird. Hey ho, I have now since learned. I also was slightly surprised how many stands were selling stuff like Funko Pops or figures, and they were really pricey figures, especially because recently I've started getting into buying figures secondhand from Japan, where I'm paying like £7 maybe for a Miku prize figure, and then I'm seeing the exact same one here for 30 to 40. Like even including shipping, it's like half that. I get it, you're at a con, it's going to be more pricey, but I was just slightly in shock. Also, there were scrunchies everywhere, so many scrunchies. I was so excited seeing scrunchies at the first stand, and then I kept seeing them everywhere. I don't know if like this was a thing or not this year for everywhere to have scrunchies, but it made me a bit nervous to buy any more. We did find some like D&D-esque stands Ben was quite excited about. We picked Ben up a few bits. I will do a haul of everything I did pick up at the end of the video, but first off you can see I got this bag saying bag of swag, which I thought was really cute. This did also teach me that when I go to cons I need to pack some tote bags, and I did learn from my mistake for when I attended MCM London, which will be another vlog coming up, but I filmed a lot for that, so it's taken me a little bit of time to go through. But yeah, there was obviously stands like this. They looked really, really neat. This stand put me off a little because I couldn't see any prices, and I'm very, very nervous and shy, and I'm not confident enough to ask about prices. So I was like, oh, this looks really neat, but I'm gonna move along. I'm really, really sorry. I quite like the goggles though, they were quite neat. These were quite cool, the whole like cover with a figure of the character on the cover, that was kind of neat. I didn't look at the prices though. And then I saw GameCube games. This weirdly made me excited. My first console was a GameCube. I still have quite a lot of GameCube games. There are a few that I would quite like to still try and pick up, one of which being, I think, Animal Crossing on the GameCube. I have, I think, all the Animal Crossings post GameCube, but I'd love to get it on the GameCube. And I think Four Swords Adventures. But I'm trying to think if there are any other GameCube games I'd love to get off the top of my head, but that might be it. These potions all looked quite neat. I really like the Diddy ones, but I think they were like, I'd quite like to get a cluster of them if I were, and that got a bit pricey once I wanted to try and build a cluster, so I decided to leave that for now. They all had funny names, interesting like potion names, which was quite cute. And then we decided to try and go over to the other side. So there was like 2 halls. I can't remember which hall we were in. And then we went over to the actual arena, and there was like a big stage where they had different like panels and stuff on. And then they had loads of like stuff just in the bottom, on the floor, vehicles and stuff. Really, really neat if you're into like taking photos, photo opportunities, stuff like that. Not as much for me, my kind of thing. Then we sort of went into like the back of the arena, and we were just kind of looking around to see what there was. It was very busy. It was a Saturday, so I'm not like too surprised. I kept getting a bit lost, and then there was just this stand in the corner, and I thought I noticed like anime merch, because that was slightly what I was hoping to try and find some more of. I think they even had manga as well, if I remember correctly, but it was like 1 or 2 sets. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, it was My Hero Academia and maybe Assassination Classroom. Lots of blind bags and boxes. I don't know if that's like the in thing at the moment, but there was a lot of them all over the place. I'm going to assume they're not amazing value for money. I didn't pick any up myself. If maybe I saw one that really jumped out at me, maybe if I found an isekai one, maybe, but that's quite specific. And then in this hall there was a whole bunch of other like things set up. This seemed to be where all the meet and greets were, but everyone just seemed to be queuing, and I don't know why they were queuing or for what they were queuing, because the queue seemed to break out of the queue boundaries and just then spread. And I had no idea what was for what. Ben and I almost accidentally walked into someone taking a photo with someone because we just got a bit lost and then got told off. And I was so confused as to what was happening. It was just a mass of people queuing and photo opportunities with a few random stands. There was another, as you can see, Pokeball stand, and then more places for photo opportunities with stands and stuff, and more Funko Pops. So many Funko Pops. And then having gone like up a staircase and round a corner, we found what I would have considered like an actual artist alley with like stuff they'd drawn, made, printed, whatever, and brought themselves. So pin badges here, and here I am picking up some cute badges. I love red pandas, and they had a red panda pin, so I went for the red panda. It's very, very cute. I think I ended up getting 3 from this stand actually, but I will show all of them off at the end of the video. This stand, I loved this stand. These are so cute, and there were so many like anime manga characters as well, and video game characters. I think it's actually mostly video game or anime characters. So many Pokemon, so many Sailor Moon characters as well, Mario, even Dr. Slump character, I think that is. They had Rock Lee. Rock Lee is my favorite Naruto character, so I obviously needed to pick him up. And it was just like, what else is there? These are so freaking cute. And even like the dinky ones, the little dinky ones that were so adorable. And now it's quite trying. I have just noticed watching this back, there is a Tigger and I missed it. I'm actually distraught. I have to go and check it. Oh my god. Then I got some cute sun catchers because my desk faces out a window. We get a lot of sun out that window, so I thought it'd be really nice to have that just looking over my desk. But yeah, this was like exactly what I was hoping to find, and I kind of thought the big hall might be like this, but no, it was kind of like, I don't know if I was going through the wrong doors or not, and this was actually way more obvious than I realized, and I just am an idiot. That is quite possible, but I had to like, I went a really weird way to get to this. I'm gonna call it the artist's alley. But this was like what I was hoping to see, so I was just very, very happy at this point. was so neat to see the press-on nails. I don't tend to like to have my nails too long, so most of them weren't my kind of thing, but some of them were so pretty, and just stationery, notepads, stickers, pins, badges, all sorts. Exactly what I was hoping to try and find. I love using the like small, I think it's smaller than an A5, like an A6, A5-ish size notebook, just to help me like with my like to-do list day to day when I'm working and stuff. Because I find if it's really cute and I want to use it, it makes me stay on top of like things I need to be doing. Just noticed one of the notepads is a bluey notebook, nice. But now I went for the little purple ghosts, the spoopy. And then this stand had so much like bright and colourful stuff. I loved all the different Pride cupcakes. They were so pretty. It was just so colourful. This just sort of screamed my kind of stand, how bright it was. I love these kind of boxes. This one gave me like mermaid vibes, so I chose to get that one. There were so many other rainbow things I was tempted to get. At this point, we decided to try and have an amble into the centre of Liverpool, because Ben's not actually been to Liverpool before, and obviously if we're going to head into the centre, we'll go to Forbidden Planet and go manga shopping / Worlds Apart. It was Free Comic Book Day, so I was a little nervous it might be really busy. I wasn't interested in picking up the free comics though, so I was hoping if I could just try and avoid that, I might be fine. At this point, it was about 2 PM, I want to say. So it actually did seem like a lot of the Free Comic Book Day rush had kind of dispersed by this point, which was quite nice. They had a lot of blind boxes. I feel like they had way more blind boxes than they had when I went in January. They didn't really have any on sale apart from the one I just showed you. So I was quite good and decided to not pick any up. Now we're heading down into the manga basement. I do quite like a spiral staircase, but I'm not particularly stable on it. I don't trust myself. I just fall down the stairs all the time. And then you can kind of see the moment I realised what this says. It says manga sale. I didn't realise at first. I just sort of went, oh, manga, let me show you what they've got. And then that like whip back up was like, wait a minute. I realised what this says. It is sale. What sale stuff have they got? I don't know if this was here in January and I missed it, but hey ho, we're here anyway. I've been wanting to pick this volume up for a long while, but it's still never quite cheap enough for me to want to pick it up, and I could not for the life of me get it in or out. It just was fighting me every moment along the way. It did not want me to buy it, and then it did not want me to put it back. It was annoying. Hey ho. But yes, they had quite a decent chunk of stuff, especially stuff that I was interested in picking up, which is always really nice, and for not a bad price either. Once again, I will show you everything I picked up at the end of the video, including the manga that I picked up. It seems quite common, I find, in the Forbidden Planet International / Worlds Apart chain that stuff on sale tends to be about $5.99, unless it's Viz, then it might be $3.99. So this is me sort of going through the shelves. I had started picking up Beelzebub Likes recently, and I just wanted to check what its RRP was so I could work out what its 3 for 2 was going to be. Because it's only been a few months since I was in Liverpool, I wasn't going to try and scan the shelves as thoroughly as I usually do, because yeah, when I filmed this, it was early May, I think. This was early May. And I went in January, so it's only like 4-ish months, not even 4-ish, it was like 3.5 months between visits. So I tend to not do like a full sweep when they're that close together. Usually try and leave it like a year or so unless there's a particular reason. It was interesting to see they had Ennead, but only the paperback versions. I don't know if there's a reason for that. If you are unaware, there are 2 versions of Ennead. There is a hardcover and a paperback version. The hardcover is the mature explicit version, and the paperback cuts all that out basically. I must say, having now been a couple of times, I would say this Forbidden Planet International / Worlds Apart is one of the better stocked ones. I'd say it's comparable in variety to Leeds, and I'm saying that because I go to Leeds quite often. I'm quite like versed in the kind of stock levels and variety they get, and I would say this definitely compares in the wide variety that it has. It's very good. I don't think I would particularly struggle to make multiple 3-for-2s if I had the chance. I was trying to not be too bad. I picked up a bunch in the sale, and I was mostly like, is there anything here that I don't tend to see around in other places? That's kind of what I was gunning for with this pickup. And I did end up going back for that Master Keaton volume because Ben was like, okay, go get it. And because, weirdly enough, Master Keaton's RRP is $12.99, that actually tends to put it in the same price bracket as like a large Kodansha or a large 7Cs if you need to make a 3-for-2. Because often in my head when I'm like, I need to match the price brackets, I'll stick to the same publisher because I know they're the same price. Also, very upset how much this Tokyo Pop volume costs because I would like to pick it up, but I am not picking it up at $14.99. But it does happen where price RRPs will be the same across publishers and form factors. It's just knowing to look for them, I guess. And depends how fussed you are about them matching or not. I'm very fussed because I'm very, very cheap. See, like that Witch Hat Atelier Kitchen 3 is $12.99 as well. Beans, please someone go buy this Beans volume, light novel, in Liverpool. Look at it, it's beautiful. It needs a home. And then obviously we're going to stop by the other store that sells manga in Liverpool, which is the regular Forbidden Planet chain. Different chain to the other one. This is the same chain as the one in London, which I imagine a number of people have potentially been to, but it is a different chain. Same name, but different chain. Actually had a bit of a manga sale section this time, which was quite neat to see compared to last time where I think they had like one volume. I feel very mixed thoughts on this manga selection. Like, they have a lot of Viz stuff, but also I feel not much at all. I don't think they really had any new releases. I don't think they had anything I could or wanted to pick up, and that's very unusual for me. Now, as I've said before, I'll only pick it up if it's in a 3-for-2, so there were volumes there that I don't own, but I wasn't going, oh, Beans. Why did they plastic wrap Beans? Actually, I need to talk about this. Why did they plastic wrap Beans too? It's not like, no, okay. But yeah, I actually couldn't pick up anything, and I don't remember the last time I've been like that, and I was really sad. So Ben and I then went and got some food. We got some pho, which was really, really nice. It was really refreshing, but then I was like really, really full, and we decided to just amble back to go say hello to Kitsune, and I caught this moment of her harassing a buggy cosplayer, and I'm including it so everyone can see Kitsune, everyone could see what you did. Okay, we are home. We have our loot. I think I'll show you what I picked up because I didn't pick up a huge amount, so I'm going to share it in the same video. So first off, we've got 3 bags of stuff from Worlds Apart. I did actually end up not picking... I did end up actually not picking up anything in Forbidden Planet because they didn't really have anything for me to make a 3-for-2 with, to be honest, Yuna. I was a little disappointed. I was hoping I might see some new Viz stuff. Like, I did see they had Fear in 10 in Worlds Apart, but I thought I'll save Viz for Forbidden Planet. / I couldn't see any other new Viz releases in Worlds Apart, that I wanted to grab. And I'd already grabbed a chunk of stuff, so I thought I'll leave Fear in for Forbidden Planet, and then that didn't work out. I think they only had volume 1, to be honest. And then we have this bag of swag of stuff that I picked up in the Comic-Con in Liverpool. Hopefully I'll have talked a whole bunch of my thoughts of the con in the voiceover, which I've not yet done, but I'm hoping I will have done. So I won't just repeat myself now, but I'm just going to show you what I ended up picking up, though I think I did show a lot of that on camera, hopefully. So first off, we do have this tote bag. They had ones with lots of different classes, D&D style classes. I chose the bag of swag. I think she said it was the last one they had. I mean, of course, it's excellent. It says bag of swag. I always love having more tote bags. I do use them a lot, especially when I go shopping. Not even just manga shopping, other types of shopping. So I end up eating them a whole bunch, especially because sometimes my mother borrows them and doesn't return them. So let's just go through what I got. This is the first thing on top. Oh, we got a cute rainbow. I just realized now in hindsight this is like mermaid themed box. This is all like kind of squishy and soft. I was worried it was going to be hard and I'd like hurt myself or drop it because I'm like that. But it's a cute box, and can I open it? I can open it! I don't know what I might put in there. I might put my beans in there, because they're just in a Ziploc bag at the moment. The beans I need to put in the bean chalice. I thought this might just be some cute decoration to put on the shelves at somewhere at some point. And it's bright and colourful and rainbow, and there were so many on the stall that were really pretty. I couldn't decide. I ended up just like, I'll pick a small one and go with that. I also went to pick this up, and he ended up letting me have it for free because I was wearing my rainbow jumper. It was very lovely. I think this is the place that one's from. Okay, next, I'll pull this big thing out. Next, we have this is for throwing dice in so they don't like scatter and roll everywhere. This is for Ben. He'd been wanting one of these for a long time, and they had a bunch, and he was like, I'm not sure any of the designs are for me because a lot of them are quite pastel, but he really quite liked this one, and he wanted the big one. Of course he did. And this is like my thank you for driving me present to him. So now I can roll his dice and I don't hear it in the next room when he does it. Got another bag. Oh, yep. Oh dear, it's fallen over. Got 2 scrunchies. This one's got Tigger, Winnie the Pooh characters, Eeyore, Piglet. And this one's got Studio Ghibli. I go through scrunchies a lot. What do you think, Una? I lose them all the time. I mean, if I'm at home and I'm not recording, I have my hair up either in a clip or in a scrunchie. And I also, like, when I tie my hair up when I sleep, I have it in a scrunchie, so I need them everywhere because I'm just always losing them. So I appreciate just getting some really cute ones with fun designs that aren't just like ones I found on Amazon. And then I got these, which was very much a frivolous purchase, impulse buy, and that is some Winnie the Pooh themed makeup brushes. Though I'm looking at these designs and I'm like, none of them match. And that one's a Tsum Tsum, that's a Disney one. I think that's been a bit of a pet peeve. Like a lot of the stands in the big hall is, if you eat that plastic, you know, I'm gonna lose my mind. I was hoping to see like more independent artists, but like there were so many stands that were selling things, and like the designs just didn't match. There was like such a strange variety, and it just felt questionable. Like, have they just bought this in to sell? It's not. I mean, I could be wrong. But, and then another set that are Beauty and the Beast themed. And yes, I've got to be honest, I don't really wear that much makeup at all. I definitely don't wear enough to be able to use all these brushes. I've been interested in attempting more, but I'm really bad when it comes to stuff coming near my eyes, which is a reason I've avoided a good chunk of these. Though, wait, what the hell's this? What is that one? It's like that's like for like tapping on your phone. Yeah, I thought these were really cute, and at that point it didn't cross my mind that there was a chance that stalls might do that, because I'm very, very naive, I know. I think it's a lesson learned. I still think they're cute, and I think they'll look pretty in like a nice tub or something, but I do think it is a lesson learned after that. Let me show you the other stuff I got though. I got a super cute sun catcher, because the window in my study where I work gets a lot of sun during the day. I think this will be really nice to have some, like, have it whilst I'm working. And then this next place, Bags and Bullet, I got a memo pad. I use these while I'm working. I have a bunch of these. I use these to, like, write my to-do lists and stuff, so I'm, like, always on the hunt for more of these cute things. I feel having cute stationery helps me feel like I'm being more productive, which ultimately might actually make me more productive. And then they also had a sheet of potatoes, which tickled me a bunch because it's potatoes and toads, and it tickled me. Don't know where I'll put these yet, I'll figure it out. Next, I got some acrylic. I got some pins from Bilby Bloom. I got 3. I got a red panda because they are my favourite animal ever. A glitter kitsune, and this cute little sleepy fox. Dragon. I'm sleepy, okay? Bear with me. I think they're quite nice and big sized like that. And I have a pinboard next to my desk as well. So they're going to go on that. And then finally, I think this is all from the same place. These were so insanely adorable. I bought a bunch. I actually picked up some, paid for, and I was like, oh shit. And this is from Luna UK Studio of... Oh, it's Piglet! Ah! Piglet keyring. I don't know if I might replace this keyring and then dangle them on my fairy lights, like I have done with a few keychains, none of them obviously nearby so I can show you. And then also a Winnie the Pooh one. I was really hoping they might have a Tigger. They did not have any Tigger, so I might have to check out their Etsy, see if they do have a Tigger, so I can have my favourite, sleepy, forgive me, my favourite Winnie the Pooh character of all time. But before I saw these, I picked up a little Rock Lee because he is my favourite Naruto character, and I was like, how could I not? It also was this like really pretty, I'm not sure if it's flowers or strawberries, but this little basket is adorable and they're quite firm. There's something in there that makes it quite nice and firm, and it's filled with flowers as well. That is so cute. I think I'm going to put that in my study as well, so that's in my Teams call background. Yuna, I can't get to the last thing because you're like on it. Do you like it? Do you approve? If you chew it, I'll be so mad. She is inspecting, aren't you? Let me just... There we go. Why is your fur wet? And then the lady on the stand was very kind and gave me this freebie. I have no idea what's in it. Let's see. I'm probably going to open... I have one hand. I'll open it and then show you. Can you move your bum, please? Okay, what is inside? Oh, a little mousey. Yuna, you can have this. You can have your little mousey. Or is it a Stitch? Is it a Stitch? It might be Stitch. It's very cute regardless. I think, yeah, I might hunt down some of those, like, keychain clips where it's not the ring, it's like, there's like a clasp thing, so I can just hook them on without having to wrap them around, because I feel like I might break my lights if I do that. But yeah, I love these. These are so cute. This is so adorable, so I do need to go and hunt to see if there is a Tigger. And it had such adorable packaging as well. Stay positive, I will. Okay, so there are all the bits that I picked up. I was so happy to find this corridor of stuff. This was what I'd really hoped to find from a Comic-Con. I have very high hopes for London Comic Con for something similar. I think I know a couple of people that I follow who are attending with a booth, so that does excite me already. I do need to be careful and not spend too much though, especially since I won't have Ben with me, so I'll have to carry it on my own. Let's move this to the side and then I'll show you the manga I picked up. Okay, so we've got 3 bags. We've got a bag that Ben paid for, a bag that I paid for, and the sale bag. So Ben only bought a few things, and actually they're technically all for him. Ooh, that was not on purpose. First thing Ben picked up was upside down. It was the World's Strongest Rearguard Volume 7 of the light novel, and it was because it was in the same 3 for 2 as the other 2 things we picked up. He actually read Volume 1 of the light novel a few days ago, and he really enjoyed it. In fact, he is currently, at this very moment in time, sat right behind me reading Volume 2. Yuna, that is not a toy. Next 2 things he picked up was Volumes 3 and 8 of Master Keaton. We have been picking this up piecemeal for many years, and then like the past 4-ish months, I found quite a few of them. In fact, there is only one more volume until we complete the series, which Ben is very happy about because he really wants to read it. He's really enjoyed Urasawa so far. So they're Ben's pickups. So I picked this up for Ben to make up a 3 for 2, and it's Do You Love Your Mum and a 2-hit multi-target attack 5 of the light novel. I was quite surprised to see it was $10.99. Like, that's actually a pretty decent price for a light novel, especially once it's in a 3 for 2. You needed 5 to make a clear run, so you could read some more, because this was one he has been reading recently. I'm not sure if the spine is faded. I'm not sure if I'm imagining it. I picked up 3 volumes of As a Reincarnated Aristocrat, I'll Use My Appraisal Skill to Rise in the World, 7, 8, and 9. I couldn't believe I had actually fallen this far behind. It's insane. I haven't started reading it. I really want to, though, desperately. I'm trying to read some more isekai before Isekai Month. This is on the hit list, I swear. Picked up a chunk of volumes of As Miss Beelzebub Likes, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm not sure if 12 is... Oh gosh, I think 12 might be the final volume, and because I've picked up a few secondhand in sales, I think the only volume of the series I don't have now is Volume 1. I don't have Volume 1, so I should probably get on that and try and find it. Final bag is the sale bag, which, yep, found a sale section. I adore a sale section. I was very happy. There was a chunk I liked. Chunk of stuff I was looking for. First off, we have Pulse Volume 5. This is a plastic wrapped, I was going to say manhwa, but I believe it is Thai. It was $8.99 reduced, so very pleased with that because that's like half price-ish. Then got Honey Trap Shared House 2. Not a very good series, so happy to be able to pick it up in a sale section. It is the epitome of what plot, basically. There was no way, couldn't even bring myself to pay for it in a 3 for 2, to be honest. Then we have volumes 3 and 4 of Happy Kanako's Killer Life. It's a series I've been interested in picking up for a while. I'm hoping volume 1 might be in that secondhand stack that I'm hoping to unbox tomorrow. And then these were both $5.99 as well. It says $11.99. I'm fairly sure in Leeds Forbidden Planet International they're like $12.99, $13.99 because it's a big, nice paper 70s. Oh, it's colour! Yeah, that's definitely not an $11.99 volume. So yeah, very happy to find these as well. And we have Otherworldly Izakaya Nobu 10. This is a very pricey series because it's Udon Entertainment. I'm a bit confused because this doesn't have the French flaps that they usually do. How odd. I was going to say $12.99 doesn't feel high enough. That is interesting. That is strange. I really, really love this isekai, just it's so pricey and I do see it secondhand or in sale sections, so I'm just holding off to find more. Now I do think I've managed to get 1 to 7 that way, and now I also have 10. I believe it has got 11 or 12 at the moment, so I am a bit behind still, but I'm making progress. And we have Polar Bear in Love Volume 5. Apart from, I think, Volume 1, the rest of these I have also found in sale sections or secondhand. Wasn't a massive fan of Volume 1. It made me quite sad. I don't think it's meant to. I think it's meant to be a cutesy series, but it made me sad. I love the vibrant, colourful volumes, though, so that absolutely draws me in. Then we have Lusky Ass Volume 7. This is a plastic wrap series. It is not very good either. It is horrific trash, is a nice summary of it. I had put off buying Volume 7 because, like, oh, it's the final volume. I didn't realise it was the final volume. I think I've read up to, like, Volume 4 or so. But yeah, it's not great. I probably wouldn't recommend this unless you like smutty trash. Final volumes I picked up were volumes 2, 3, and 5 of Pleasure and Corruption. These are published by Dempa. I understand they're a little, yeah, S&M. I understand it was a little bit more not safe for work, so I really did want to pick this up. It's on my hit list, want to try list, so excellent to see them in a sale section, especially when they apply 3 for 2 to the sale section. That does make it a lot more amenable. Just need to track down the rest. I'm not sure how many the series actually has. No, I have no idea. There is definitely at least a volume 1 and 4, hopefully, I need. So that was all of my manga pickups in Liverpool. Pulse Up was in the sale section, and all these like small yen press condensers were mine, and then the light novels and Master Keaton are Ben's. I was really pleased to see these because both of these were priced at $10.99, which makes their 3 for 2 I think about $7.33, which is pretty decent, especially since I don't see this series around as much, or at least a clear run. There are actually a couple other series that they had a bunch of volumes of that I was tempted by, but I'd spent a bunch already. I was already tapped out. So thank you for joining me on my trip to my first like proper Comic-Con, I guess. First time at least to the Liverpool Comic-Con and actually, you know, going around the place. I do think ultimately I did find it neat and I enjoyed it, but a good amount of the appeal for the kind of event isn't my kind of thing, unfortunately. I think I will still try and attend some because like it's fun and it's a nice excuse to walk around and see nerdy things and anime things and general, like, not even just anime things, like general nerd stuff, because it isn't just manga and anime that I'm interested in. I play a lot of video games, I watch a lot of movies-ish, TV shows, that kind of deal-a-rooney. So there was lots of things there that did definitely appeal. Remember to like and subscribe and check out my channel memberships for 99p a month for early access to all of my videos and cute emotes when I go live. I am also still going to be attending MCM London in a couple of weeks. I need to check my schedule on when this video would go out. Will this have gone out by the time I've gone? I might have already gone by the time this video goes up. But if you do see me, shout bean at me, please. Otherwise, anyway, never mind, I'm rambling again. I hope you have the most wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!